Dear students, this is the first video of the chapter Socialism in Europe, chapter number 2 for 9th class. And in this chapter, we are going to discuss that how the idea of socialism spread in Europe after French Revolution and how it created a new pattern of society, how it changed the European society, and after that we'll discuss how it helped in development of different groups of people in Europe. Here we'll discuss again in subtopic the age of social change, and after that we'll discuss about different groups that were present in Europe like liberal group, radical group and conservative groups. So we'll discuss it one by one. We have to understand that after the French Revolution in 1815, it was the time of conservatives, and after that from 1815 to 30 it was the time of revolutionary. So because of this particular period, the entire Europe felt some social change, and the social change happened in real manner in the entire Europe. People were not ready to accept the old regime, the conservative order, and that is why they were still in a mood to revolt or to go with the revolution. So this is how the problem was still there regarding the social change. We'll have to understand that after the French Revolution, new ideas like equality, freedom came to Europeans, and after that different groups also responded in the same manner, and they demanded some additional things from the present regime in Europe. Different groups were already present in European society like liberals, radicals and conservatives, and they demanded for a new government or a complete change in social system in Europe. So let us discuss what was their demand. Now first we are going to discuss about liberals. So liberals were actually, they were opposing the dynastic rule. They were against the conservative order because in the most parts of the Europe, conservatives were there, kings were there. So this was completely opposed by liberals, that they wanted that government should be there and the government should be elected one. So the liberal group was not ready to accept the present conservative government, and that is why the demand was to get a elected government. Now after that, liberals, they were ready to give privileges to factory owners, and you will find in the upcoming topic that many of the liberals were themselves a factory owner. So they were employing various workers in their own factory. Now next group was the radical group. So here we found that they opposed the privileges and they wanted government that was based on majority. It is the same thing that is with the Democrats. Now we are going to discuss about the conservatives. Conservatives, as the name itself reflects, it is going to tell you about the conservatives order, the king's rule. Here they believed in conservative order. So those who were conservatives, different people were there, different groups were there. So those who believed in the conservatives or conservative structure, they were against the change. They were against the social change, and in fact they didn't want any social change in the society. So that is all about the different groups. Now I must tell you, the heading is socialism in Europe. So the word socialism should be clear to you in a very plain manner, or in a very clear manner. Now what is the meaning of socialism? Now you have to understand. In France, Louis XVI was ruling, and after that, because of his despotic rule, people came on the street, they revolted against the Louis XVI to change the government. And After the government was changed, social structure of the country was also changed, and it is spread to other parts of Europe also. Now, in case of conservatives, the wealth was concentrated in few hands. Like we already discussed that the wealth was concentrated in hand of church, clergy, and in the hands of nobility. But the socialism demands something else. It is an ideology that demands that the wealth should not be concentrated only in few hands. Rather, it should be distributed to the masses. Or it is asking for social distribution of wealth. So that is the very idea of socialism. So basically in this chapter, we will discuss how the idea of socialism spread to different parts of Europe and how it created a positive or negative impact in the society. So we found that different groups were there in the Europe, and they responded to this concept in a different way. No. To bring change in the society, their concept was already altogether different. Like radicals were thinking differently, conservatives were thinking differently, and the radicals were thinking differently. Similarly, Democrats were also there, they were also thinking in a different way. So this created a very confusion in the society of Europe. But ultimately, some additional things happened in the country, and this created a new social structure in the Europe. So we will discuss about these things in the upcoming topic one by one. Now, I think it should be very clear that if different groups are present, their demands are also different. And what was the common thing? In between all the groups? You should understand, despite the different concepts were there, despite the different demands was there, one common thing was there. That all wanted transformation in present society. All wanted change in present regime. All wanted a society that is full of freedom, that is full of equality, that is full of liberty, that is full of parliamentary government. And the government must be elected by the ordinary men. It means that all the groups, despite the differences, they were in the favor of some type of elected government. So we have to understand this, that the social change will take place when different groups will come on a single platform or a common platform. And it actually happened in Europe when the different groups decided that they agree that government should be made on the basis of representation of the ordinary public. The government was finally made in Europe. So this is all about this topic. Thank you.